Well, welcome. That's it. That's it. Well, welcome, David. Welcome to the Real Talk.
Thanks, Rob.
ERA 2022.
Glad to be here.
We made it. I know we've been met in person. We've had a podcast in person. It's been great. It's great having you here as the president of ECIA. And tell us a little bit about ECIA and what ECIA does.
Well, ECIA is a really unique trade association. We have a combination of distributors, reps, and manufacturers. The manufacturers are semi-conductor guys. It's interconnect, passive, and electromechanical. And we're really focused more on industry efficiency issues than, say, public policy stuff. A lot of trade associations are based in D.C. They want to change the world in Washington, get all kinds of favorable rulings. We do some things around environmental, and we do some things with trade regulation and so forth, but we're not quite as focused as some others on the international trade side. So overall, it's an organization close to 300 companies, and really great to be able to have a strong voice from each of the major constituencies that are in the channel. And the real fundamental value is just that we support the authorized channel, making sure that we're blunting counterfeits, that we're trying to ensure that customers have access to authentic product to be able to make sure that it's got fully warranted, the quality that they expect.
Oh, exactly. I mean, today, the supply chain mitigation, it's top of the news, top of everything.
That's right.
That's right. I mean,
they're singing our song.
Yeah, the last 2 years, people become an epidemiologist and now a supply chain expert. So everybody through it knows this industry and what's happening. So,
that's right.
But now you also work with ERA. So today you're here with ERA. So I know you guys partnership with the EDS that's coming up in May, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So May you guys have a partnership, and do you guys co-host that event yourself, or how does that work?
We do. There's actually three main association sponsors for it. It's ERA, ECIA, and then GEDA.
GEDA. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Awesome.
So all of them have members of the board. That it's its own separate 501c3 or 501c6 trade association. And it's a wonderful event that we really hope it can build on the momentum that Walter set up here.
Yeah.
This has really been a fantastic event. Got to give Walter and the team
so
credit.
how do you feel right now? The energy in the room.
Oh, the energy is fantastic.
Attendance.
Yeah, we thought that last year EDS, when we moved it from May to August, was going to be the first industry event, and unfortunately Delta popped up, and then we thought, well, it's going to be executive conference in October in Chicago, our event, and unfortunately that had to be canceled as well, and so Walter's got the first major cross-industry event here here in Austin. So we're really excited for him and really excited for everyone here. The energy's been just fantastic. Everyone crawling out of their foxholes and coming out and having a good time, being able to meet face to face.
I mean, that's a collaboration, but what do you get? I mean, coming here, what do you get? What do you hope for others coming here coming to the ERA conference?
There's no substitute for face-to-face for relationship building in this business. I think that we're really lucky that COVID happened when we have tools like Zoom and Teams and so forth, because I don't know where the industry would have been 20 years ago had this happened and we went on a 2-year lockdown. But the fact that we've had those as substitutes here for the last couple of years have kept the business from crashing. At the same time, just you can feel the energy around here, feel everyone's appreciation for the opportunity to be able to meet face to face and enjoy one another's camaraderie. And I can't say enough for just the energy and the spectacular emotions around everyone being
everybody's
again.
Collaborating, and also the diversity of everyone for 2 years, all the process, but also really celebrating what we want to, because of course our industries are supplying all the hardware into life-saving, medical side, in telecom, industrial, and especially EV, which is big. We're the foundation of the hardware supplies to those industries, and it's like we should celebrate. We've gone through there. We're supplying that for software right now but hardware is sexy, and it builds the foundation of all the products.
That's right.
So it's like bringing it to, and I think the supply chain disruption has really surfaced that to show, okay, we're here, and also the new generation, and bringing in new talent and people for the engineers and sales professionals in this industry, between the reps, distributors, and manufacturers. For me, it's like, this is great. This is a great platform, and why not quantify off what's happening in the real world now to bring in more awareness of our industry?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that so many customers of the electronic components supply chain have really had a pretty rude wake-up call here, especially over the last year. Everybody comes out of the immediate shutdown and figures out that the world has not fallen apart. Everyone wants to put orders back on the books, and lead time stretch, and everybody's capacity constrained. And I think that it's a real opportunity for the industry, especially the channel, to be able to demonstrate added value. Y'all's business and all of the channel partners across the industry could play such a more integral role in being able to blunt some of these huge
mitigate the
peaks
gaps and peaks and valleys, and and help. I think with technology, kind of democratize the supply chain a bit to share more information, to make sure that we can eliminate some of these big, these ups and downs, just like mitigate this disruption.
That's right.
So
that's the critical value proposition that you guys have, and I think that our industry is going to continue to go through peaks and valleys. If you look at the last 40 years. Semiconductors especially have gone through just huge peaks and valleys on about a 4 to 5 year cadence. We'll come to another one of those valleys here within the next year or two probably. We'll see that demand starts to fall off, and everybody will tap on the brakes, and everyone will be trying to minimize their inventory and try to streamline their supply chain, and hopefully this next time they'll be able to learn some of the more painful lessons here of the past year and a half. There are so many procurement arms of major customers that have really regretted the kind of belt tightening that they did, the demand to be able to take all their business direct, especially automotive. I use that example quite often because automotive is an ideal business for the channel. It is lower volume, high mix, relative to consumer and so forth, and they just they pretty much held guns to the heads of all the semiconductor executives over the last decade and said, "You will take me direct," and they've learned a really, really tough lesson.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but hopefully, as I said, we learn, we move forward, we pivot, use the technology, the intelligence, and move, because we're in a technology revolution. And it's
That's right.
But it's exciting to be there, and it's exciting that we're in this industry and seeing what's going on. I know you've been in this industry a couple of decades, and you've seen it change. And you're probably excited too, like, wow, look how far we come and what's going on today.
Oh, absolutely. Just I've been really blessed to have the 30-year career in technology and see the developments from the early days of semiconductors through today. I like to say that electronics and electronic components have done more for the way we work, live, and play than any other industry in the history of mankind in such a short period. And it's just, I pinch myself every morning when I get out of bed, just thankful that I've had the opportunity to be part of it.
Well, amazing. Well, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for coming on Real Talk at the ERI Conference.
Thanks, Rob.
2022, and I look to talk to you more soon.
Great.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Put up all our...